Hi guys, well here it is May already, and we're a tad late, but we want to get this May newsletter done and posted so that you can get some idea of what's going on. Now this month we're going to show you, I'm just going to show you a little bit about grinding tools. If you're using carbide tools for your signs, whether you bought our set of videos or whether you're just a sign carver or whether you just want to know how to sharpen carbide tools, I'm going to show you a little bit about what we do with our diamond wheel and the tools. There are 4 tools that I'm going to show you how to sharpen, although really there's only going to be 3, but the 4th one would be the same as the 3rd one. So I'm going to show you how to sharpen those tools, and that's what this month's newsletter is all about. So we'll turn the camera off now and get set up with our diamond wheel. Okay guys, we're set up here now with our diamond wheel on our grinder, and if you'll notice right on the side of the wheel here it says US Diamond, and you can go online and do a Google for US Diamond and you'll find the place to buy this diamond wheel. Now this is 1/2 inch wide. Now you can get them wider, you can get them narrower, but I like the 1/2 inch. I paid about $175 for this, but I've been using it for 6, maybe 7 years. So you really get your money's worth out of it. And if you're using carbide tools at all, you can't grind them well on anything but carbide. So I highly recommend, if you're going to use carbide, get yourself a diamond wheel. So now I'm going to go into and show you when you're grinding on any wheel, diamond or otherwise. This is just an approximate center of the wheel. And when you're grinding on a wheel, you want to do your grinding at the center or just slightly below it, maybe a few thousandths below it. And the reason for that is because below it, it'll cut away a little, it'll grind away a little bit of the carbide or a little bit of the tool so that you get a chip clearance. And so you'll see what I'm doing now. This is one of the tools that I'm going to grind. This is a 45-degree chamfer tool. I'm going to take this bearing off and I'll show you how to do that. The next one is a 90-degree. This is the one that we use to do a lot of our background cleanup that you see on the videos. And the final one is the profile bit. This is the one that I buy and I modify it to do the profiling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slough both sides off so that it comes down to a point. This is a 2-flute Amana bit. So that's what I'm going to do. So the very next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take this nut off of the top of this tool. If you can follow me, the bearing comes off, and then this comes off of the mandrel. So this is what you need to do in order to get this tool to grind. So now I'm going to turn the wheel on and we'll start doing the grinding on these 3 tools. So just stay with me now. Okay, now you remember I told you about the center line of the wheel. So let me get my glasses on. So you want to stay at somewhere at or slightly below the center line, and you just put it up against the flat of the wheel and the flat of the cutter, and you just touch it so that there's a new cutting edge on there. And right now I'm slightly below the center, which is where we should be. What that's doing is it's grinding away and giving some chip clearance on that. Now we'll put this back on the mandrel. I really could do this off camera, but I wanted to let you see me put it together and take it apart. And you tighten that nut up just enough where the bearing still turns. And so that's like a brand new tool. Now this is a 90-degree. Now the same thing on this one. Watch carefully how I do this now. I get it to where the flat is across, slightly below the center, and then I just touch it on the wheel, and then I tip it a little bit so that I get that relief on there. You just barely touch it, get it flat, and then roll it a little bit so that you get that relief on it. Now this is like a brand new tool now. Now this one is a little bit more difficult. It's going to take a little practice to get this one. This is the profile bit that we sell. And I take this Amana bit and get right about on center, maybe just a little bit below. and I grind it at about a 45 degree, 50 degree angle on there. And I do that on both sides. So that now we've got a pretty good point on there. And then I come back on the edge of the wheel. And again, this is going to take a little practice before you get good at this. But this is how it's done. So now if you look at that, it's got a pretty nice point to it. And you can do some of your fine detail work with that, and it'll cut great. And that's really all you need to know. Now there's another bit that's like this 90, but it's actually a 60, and it's a 3-fluter. But you would do exactly the same thing on all 3 flutes instead of just 2 flutes. So the 4 bits that we recommend that we use can be sharpened just like I just sharpened this one. And this is really all you need to know in order to sharpen bits. It's going to take some practice, but with a little practice you'll get good at it, and you don't need to go out and keep buying new bits. Okay guys, that's our newsletter for this month. I hope what I showed you a little bit about grinding tools, I hope that's of a help to you. I guarantee you that you will need to learn to grind tools or have somebody grind them for you. So I'm going to shut this down, but before I go, I want to mention that next month's newsletter, Eric is going to do a little teaching on directional carving for boards that are difficult to carve and what direction to carve them. And be sure and check our website too, by the way, at greatinfoforyou.com. That's GR8 info is INFO, and then the number 4u.com. We have a new video that is going to be out soon. Plus, we have a lot of different things coming up on our website. So be sure and check it out. We'll see you next month.